Hi Leo, welcome to a very special rendition of the Future of Relationship series. These are two of the same signs, which are obviously Leo, okay? So this is a very interesting combination. We're gonna go ahead and see what's happening now for the two of you whenever you're choosing to watch this video, because this is a timeless message. And then we're gonna also look into what's the most likely outcome for the two of you as well, all right? So let's go ahead and get started with seeing what you guys' circumstances are within this relationship, all right? All right, so Leo number one. Now I'm going to differentiate the two signs by saying Leo number one, Leo number two. The way that you decide who you are is based on the actions and the traits that I call out throughout the reading, okay? So make it fit for your situation. Also, keep in mind, if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe. You can also check out my Future of Relationship series playlist, or you could put down in the comment section what two signs you want to see next, okay? All right, so Leo number one has vows and leaving or travel. So Leo number one, they have a thing about vows, okay? They feel like they have to be married. They are somebody who's very loyal, I would say. I think that they don't trust anyone unless there's an actual contract, whether it's verbal or an actual contract, okay? So this is somebody who values marriage, or they value commitment. They value having a title, okay? So this may be someone who is not going to take the other person serious unless there's a title attached, okay? They also have leaving or travel. So this is someone who could travel for work. This could be someone who is always on the go. They don't like to stay put. I think that they get a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom through traveling, okay? Now, Leo number two has persecution and inquisition. So this person is always feeling as though that they're being persecuted, or they're always being questioned by the other person, or just by anyone in general. I think Leo number two has a complex where they feel like everyone is out to get them. Now this could stem from past life trauma, or it could have something to do with their Chiron, but they do believe that someone is always out to get them. They always feel like they're the one who's doing wrong, even if they're doing right. They also have Greco-Roman. All right, so this was someone who was who could have been alive in a past lifetime, but they also, for whatever reason, they're showing up with Greco-Roman, meaning that they have a certain level of beauty about themselves that is classic, or has a certain appeal to a lot of people. I also see with this energy, there's someone who values law or legal contracts as well. They like to do things by law, okay? So I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm seeing it's like someone who likes to go by the law, or they like to play by the rules. They may like things that are traditional, okay? So it looks like they like to play inside of the lines, all right? So let's go ahead and see what's the timeline for this situation, beginning, middle, and end. All right, so let's start off with where you guys met, or how you guys met. So we have universe and destiny. So clearly this matchup was already written in the stars. It was already written. It was planned. It was God's plan. It was universe's will to see you guys together. Okay, so this could be a family bond, like you guys could have been born into the same family, or you could have known each other from a very early age, or it could be simply you guys met and it was just like by chance that it happened. It was will, it was fate. What was done was supposed to be done in that sequence, okay? So I do already feel as though you guys have some sort of karmic energy. There's a lesson to be learned from the both of you. You guys probably have a very strong connection from multiple lives in the past, okay? So this is playing out in this life as well. So the first Leo, when you guys met, is showing up as judgment and equilibrium. So I feel as though the first Leo had been confronted with the decision that they need to make. I feel like a lot of things were going kind of like wild in their life, and so they were constantly trying to stay on course, on balance with themselves, but it's also just like with their actions. They wanted to keep the right mindset. Maybe they had a lot of goals, but for some reason it's showing that this Leo was confronted with a decision very early on when you guys met, a decision. So I don't know if they made this decision or not. The second Leo is showing up as Son of Earth in abundance. So this Leo could have had a very pleasant time when they met you, as far as their finances were good, their living conditions probably were really good. They look like they have a good head on their shoulders, and they also had a lot of love, a lot of family, or a lot of money. There was a very abundant, kind of frivolous and happy-go-lucky type of energy with this second Leo, okay? So I do feel as though the first Leo, they had more to adjust to than the second Leo. The second Leo kind of looked like everything was really easy going for them. But it looks like the first Leo was confronted with the decision right off the bat when they met the second Leo. Currently, we have traps in fear and financial and material changes. So currently, I do feel there is a restraint. There's a strained energy with the two of you. I do feel like someone is avoiding the other person. Obviously, someone's afraid to make a move or afraid to make a change. And then we have financial and material changes. So it could be something dealing with work or schedule, or someone's afraid to speak up. So let's go ahead and get a glimpse of why all of this is happening. All right, so the first Leo is showing up as exploration. So I do feel like the first Leo is out and about. They could be traveling, like I said. They could be just learning about life, getting out there, I feel is the right way to say that. The second Leo is showing up as failure, okay? So the second Leo currently is feeling really down on themselves. I think they are struggling financially. But it also could just be failures in general. Like maybe they didn't live up to their expectations, or they didn't meet a goal that they wanted to. They don't feel equipped to deal with the other Leo is what I feel. Okay, so there's some energy of being lost, not knowing exactly what someone wants to do, not knowing what decision to make. So the two of you could be fairly young. I feel like someone's trying to find their way through life, okay? Two of Pentacles, right? Okay, so it looks like someone could be juggling lifestyles, like they're trying to figure out how to live a life, but also work and get things done and achieve their goals. Someone's really trying to balance out a lot of things. They're taking care of two things at one time. Someone also could be dealing with one person and the Leo, something like that. Yeah, we have King of Pentacles. So it does look like it's more about money. It looks like someone is trying to earn their finances or own their finances, or they could be trying to do something really big, like purchase a home or a car or something big like that, or get their credit together. So it's almost like they don't have the time, or they don't have the privilege of being able to focus on only love or only whatever this is, friendship, because they have to focus on their finances, okay? So I see someone is really trying to get on their feet. They're a little lost. They want to have fun, but they also want to get their finances together, their lifestyle together. I see someone's very focused on that though, so it does look as though it is going to work out, just because someone is determined to make this happen. I also feel like someone is taking control of their finances, like they are learning how to do this. They are making money. So someone was lost because they were transforming. There was like an ending to something that had been consistent in their life for a very long time, and out of nowhere it ended. So I feel like that person has to really figure out, figure out what they need in life. What do they need to be successful? What do they need to feel emotionally whole? Yeah. Okay, so with the Four of Cups and then we have Seven of Cups, it almost looks like this person went through, it's like they were dating aimlessly. They were dating a lot of people, but nobody was giving them the oomph that they were looking for. Okay, let me see. Okay, so whoever has a lot of watery placements, like Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, that's the one that I see is really trying to find their way in love, but they can't. I feel like they've almost given up on love, to be quite honest. Let's see. Someone's also trying to figure out what they need to say. What do they need to speak? Do they need to communicate? Someone can't figure out if they should be doing that right now. So this makes me believe that you guys are not talking. Seven of Wands. Yeah, someone's like, I want to speak my mind so I can save this, or so I can try this again with this Leo. But they're having a really hard time choosing or finding the time to do so. I feel like they don't know if they'll be welcomed or something by the other Leo. Okay, so the second Leo feels failure because they feel like karma hit them, or it was fate for them to fail at something. What is this? Okay, we have Two of Swords. Yeah, they feel like they have to let something go, or they have to make a compromise because fate made them, or they missed the train. It looks like somebody feels like they didn't take the opportunity when it was given to them, or they feel like it's their karma. Okay, and then we have the Sun. So it really could be that they feel like they missed out on something that they really wanted. So it could have been this other Leo. But it also looks like it's saying they feel as though like they don't deserve to be happy, or that's the way their actions are showing up. They feel like they're not supposed to have something karmically. It looks like somebody is being really hard on themselves, but they feel like they know why. So I don't really know how to feel about that. Someone is actively making a lot of money. Right now, they're really getting their shit together. I see that happening. One of these Leos. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like yeah. Okay, so it looks like somebody is making a lot of money. I feel like it could have been because of... It's almost like they received money from something or someone. How? Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. Okay, so someone could be doing their own business where they're like a tarot reader or counseling, therapy. It could even be like a graphic designer. I'm seeing it's somebody who does work behind the scenes and then they give their clients the work later, or whenever they pay for it. So it looks like someone is an entrepreneur or something like that. So they're trying to get their shit together, but they are mastering that. So it looks like someone's career has kind of taken the biggest chunk out of this situation, and then there's also someone who feels like they failed at being with this Leo, so they don't know if they should give it a shot anymore. All right, so it looks like the material changes is for whoever is the entrepreneur. Nine of Pentacles. Someone's afraid to accept the other person's lifestyle as well, or they're afraid they won't meet that standard of the other person's lifestyle. So obviously it's one of the people in this situation is having a really good lifestyle. It looks like the other Leo feels like they can't match that, and that scares them. So they go try and looking for other people to be with and things, but they can't find that same feeling that they have with this Leo. You understand? So it does look very chaotic. I feel like this is just a period though. I feel like it's just a time period for you guys to go through. Like, it's very karmic. I feel like the first Leo needs to be able to go out and find themselves, find what they love. And then the second Leo has to focus on kind of pulling themselves back up together by their bootstraps, getting their life back on track and getting achieving their goals. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. We're going to go ahead and see what's the most likely outcome for the future of you two. All right, so in the future we have Wisdom. So I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to say whenever the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So this is what I was saying right now. When you're watching this, both of you guys have a lot of growing to do as individuals. But once you're ready, I feel like you guys will show back up to each other and teach each other lessons, okay? Now, in what way? That's what we're going to find out right now. What ways will you teach each other lessons? All right, so the first Leo in the future is showing up as Ace of Fire. So I see that they have a new idea. They're really going after a new career. I feel like they're going to be putting a lot of their energy into their new job or their career, their new passion. So it looks like they find a spark, okay, and they go and they chase that. Now the second Leo is showing up as gain and death, okay? So they're growing whatever business this is, or they're growing their economic status. And then they have death here. So there's going to be some sort of ending of a long time connection. I don't know if it's between you guys or if they have a connection with someone else, but I see that they're going to be transformed by this ending. Okay, so we have Queen of Cups. So I do feel like you guys are going to nurture this relationship. So that means you may give it a shot, you may work on it. Okay, yeah, it's not over. The World in reverse. This is saying this situation, even if you guys are not talking currently, it's not over, okay? There's still some karmic energy that needs to be released between the two of you. And then we have King of Swords, right? So I feel like someone's also going to be owning communication, like how they communicate to you. I feel like it only takes a conversation to really square things away. It takes conversation. I think that there is a lot of strategy going into this as well. But this King of Swords is giving me, we need to have a conversation. We need to talk energy. And I feel like there's not, like, once you guys get back to this solid ground, both of you guys will be so stable that it's not going to be so difficult to know what you guys expect from each other. Yes? Okay, so let me get some more energy on what's going on here. So Leo number 1 is going to be putting action towards something new. This also could be talking about going towards an Aries. King of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like Leo number 1 will be going towards a new job, a new career. Actually, I feel like this is a career. So they're going to be really focused on that in the future. And I feel like they're going to be really stable when it comes to that situation. Okay, and Leo number 2 is going to have, they're going to have more understanding on a past mindset or something that they left behind. It's almost like the second Leo, they needed to understand why something happened or what was the cause. And throughout this time, by the time you get to the future of this, they will have more understanding about that. So it's like they gain more wisdom about something that the other Leo was telling them. Okay, so maybe the first time that it was told to them, the second Leo wasn't able to receive it. They weren't consciously aware to receive it, or they weren't mature enough. And I feel like in the future, they understand what the first Leo was trying to tell them, okay? Okay, and I also feel like the transformation that was coming up with this death energy, the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So I feel like they finally get out of that karmic situation that they have been trapped in. Remember, in the current time of this period, I saw that the second Leo felt like they were failing, like it was just their fate to go through this curse or whatever. And I feel like in the future, the curse will be lifted, or whatever that feeling is, whatever that karmic cycle is, it will be lifted so that they're able to really transform and start a new beginning, okay? All right, so it's almost like they just had to do their own growing before they could really blossom, all right? Okay, so you guys are going to be nurturing a thought form, nurturing a strategy between the two of you, nurturing maybe just having a conversation in the future. It could be closure or something like that. Okay, so it looks like talks about becoming a family or becoming in a relationship. So you guys will have a real clear and concise talk about, you know, what does the future hold for the two of you. I do think it is based in love. I do feel like it is because both of you guys want this to work out. And then we have Six of Cups. So the ending, that what has not ended is the connection that you guys have from the past. And I mean past memories that you have currently, but also past lives. That has not finished. And I feel like you guys are going to come right back around once everything is more stable, so that you guys can revisit that relationship that you once had, right? Okay, and then we have Nine of Pentacles. And there's also going to be some sort of conversation about how one of you can help each other, or how both of you guys can help each other on a financial way, okay? So understanding, but also with family or something like that. But I feel like finances is going to be a big talk about this, or how you guys are going to live, or if you guys are going to live together, close proximity, that type of thing. I feel like the conversation that you have is going to be very cut and dry. Like there's not going to be very much room for not understanding. Like you guys are going to have a clear understanding of what you expect from one another. So we have Justice and we have the Hangman. So I feel like there has to be a spiritual connection. There has to be time put into this so everything is karmically balanced. But there's also talk about marriage here, okay? So actually becoming a unit. It looks like this is a real case of just having to go around the walk of life, okay? The circle of life, and then finally coming back to the one that you knew you needed in the first place. All right, so let's see what advice is for the two of you. Okay, Leo number 1. So Leo number 1, your advice, you need to own your career, but you need to also own your passions. Put in action towards this. If you love this person, you need to make that known. Also with your career, I think it has a really big impacts on how you love people. If you feeling stable, you may have some really heavy earth placements within your chart. Getting your career on track, but doing something that you're actually passionate about, and then being with someone that you're passionate about, that's your advice. You have to go towards that, okay? So stop denying yourself of this person. And then the second Leo has Death and Two of Swords. So second Leo, you have to get rid of whoever or whatever is holding you back from this connection, and you have to make that decision to let go. You have to let go of whatever is holding you back, okay, from being with this other Leo. The most likely outcome for this relationship, we have the Fool and Princess of Swords. So I feel like there is going to be talks. I feel like there is going to be a sense of ending whatever was prior to you guys, whatever you guys' past was, that's going to be deaded. That's going to be ended, okay? And there's going to be a new journey that you guys will be able to go on, a whole different journey. Now, when can you expect this conversation to come about? Okay, so it's showing Aquarius season, all right? So obviously, whatever time or whatever year you're watching this, you can expect all of this to be unfolded during the Aquarius season, all right? So top of the year. Alrighty, so that is your reading with the Esoteric Empire. Thank you so much for watching, Leo and Leo. If you like these type of videos, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because I have plenty more where this came from. And also like this video so that you were put into the algorithm of seeing readings such as this, okay? If you want a private reading with me, you can email me, lovefromaleo@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, Leos.